DeAndre Hopkins trades are heating up, and it is absolutely disgusting that he is being shopped for a 5th-round pick right now. I just
Wow.
think that shows that the Cardinals are clearly wanting to move off of him. They're not going to have Kyler for a good part of next year. Maybe they're accepting that they're going to just have to make some moves and just kind of some interesting decisions between now and when Kyler does come back. And unfortunately, DeAndre Hopkins will be one of those people. So the Raiders, the Ravens, who just signed Nelson Aguilar, which is a yawn, the Patriots, the Bills, and the own Atlanta Falcons are now in the mix for DeAndre Hopkins. Give me the best landing spot out of these teams, or maybe another one you might have, Jansen, for DeAndre Hopkins as these stories unfold.
Bills and Ravens. If you were let me get on the Ravens first. They always make me sick.
They should not do a damn thing until they sign Lamar Jackson. I think it's
Ravens
Lamar's
make me
fault,
sick, though.
but
First of all, the Ravens need to pay Lamar Jackson.
yeah,
They need to get that situated. I don't know how much he's asking for. I don't know about his business with that, but they got to get on the same page. I would love to see him back when Lamar Jackson's at his peak. And just to me, and I know this isn't a Lamar Jackson thing, but I'll say this. I wasn't a Lamar Jackson hater, but sometimes I don't like these swag guys. So the guys who run around and on ESPN.
It just doesn't work, man.
But I will say this. Because it's a business about ratings and excitement. I'm not gonna lie. Lamar Jackson's MVP year.
It was electric.
I was tuning into every single game.
It was electric, Bo. It was better than Cam Newton's. And it wasn't even close. Like, I know Cam went to the Super Bowl, but go ahead.
I was in love with this guy, man. Every game, I was like, I couldn't wait. I was like, man, let me turn the Jets off. Turn the Ravens on now. I couldn't wait to see this guy.
You couldn't stay away from the screen in Marvin with Lamar Jackson's MVP year, bro.
Even the fake alternate ones. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
They don't wear.
Hey, bro, $50. It's all good.
Yeah. But my thing about this Ravens organization, you should be getting weapons.
Yeah.
You should be doing that. The Ravens, their wide receiving core is disgusting. They remind me of that old Jets mentality with these half-behind receivers. It's really sickening to me. But the Ravens, they need to go after D-Hop. I would say the Bills, that's a player move right there. I think the Bills are going to end up getting him. I think the Bills are like, you know what? We failed in the past. Let's continue to support our guy, Josh Allen. Let's give him confidence. And you bring in a vet like D-Hop. D-Hop knows how to play football. I don't even have to really defend this guy. It speaks for itself. He's played at the highest level consistently. He knows how to play great football. You bring him into a Bills organization and what they have going on with Diggs, oh my God, that would be crazy. Being a Jets fan, of course, I don't want to see that crap happen. But I'm saying, if you are a Bills fan,
Sauce Gardner on DeAndre Hopkins will be fun as hell twice a year.
Yeah, you're right. The Bills, this is a power move where they want to still say, hey, Cincinnati, we're not going anywhere. We're coming back for our get back. Hey, Chiefs, you're not just going to think you can walk into this game every year. I think the Bills need to be tough mentally on this and go after D-Hop, especially for a 5th-round draft pick. That's crazy. Oh, my gosh. What happened?
I mean, some people would probably say, so DeAndre Hopkins has been in the league about a decade. I think he's still I still think he's a top 5 guy. I still think he has the best hands in the league. I still think he's one of the best big catch guys in the league next to like a DK Metcalf, like just to truly put your body on the line. Like, I think a guy that's really channeling prime DeAndre Hopkins, and, it's kind of been weird going to Arizona, and I think dealing with an injury that he had being off the field. Mike Williams. You look at Mike Williams for the Chargers, big play type of thing. That's what DeAndre Hopkins is still capable of. And some people might think it's crazy to compare those guys, but just for that big play athleticism, to really putting your body on the line, absolutely you see DeAndre Hopkins doing that. The Ravens would be nice, but they have to sign Lamar. They absolutely have to get Lamar on board, because I don't think you bring DeAndre Hopkins in for Tyler Huntley or whoever the hell is actually going to be the starter for the Ravens. As of today, I don't see Lamar. It doesn't look more likely than not for Lamar Jackson to be a Raven. He turned down a fully guaranteed $133 million deal, which would have paid him around $45 million a year. Dude hasn't finished his last 2 seasons, and they gave you that fully guaranteed. I get you wanted 230. That proves they were $100 million apart in contract talks, but you don't bring D-Hop in to not have Lamar Jackson. You show Lamar Jackson you want him by maybe bringing DeAndre Hopkins in beforehand, but I don't know. Lamar's a priority. Now, it would be a good move. Don't get me wrong. Sign Lamar, bring on D-Hop. I'm totally cool with that. I'd love to see Josh Allen throw the football to DeAndre Hopkins as well, but Stephon Diggs is definitely that one. I don't see D-Hop at any point being a 2 unless D-Hop is like, you know what? Been in the league a decade, played my ass off with Houston, worked with Kyler Murray a little bit, wanted to get a lot farther, and I didn't. Houston was falling apart. He knows Buffalo was on the come up. Maybe he's willing to take that wide receiver 2 role because they just lost Isaiah McKenzie. They brought in Deontay Hardy from the Saints, which was kind of a lateral move. Deontay Hardy's a burner for sure. I appreciated what he did in New Orleans. Hated to see him go. He was a hell of a punt returner. But would DeAndre Hopkins actually take that wide receiver 2 role? That's just something that I think about when I hear the Bills. If he's willing to, great. Of course it would be awesome. But Stephon Diggs, he's a true one, right? Continues to get better every year. But he does need another target in terms of Josh Allen. Dawson Knox is kind of hit or miss. Isaiah McKenzie and Gabe Davis weren't really those guys. Now you have Gabe Davis there. Bring in a D-Hop. It could be looking attractive. The Raiders, absolutely not. The Patriots, maybe. But again, why are you bringing in DeAndre Hopkins to a Patriots team that's probably not going to be sniffing a Super Bowl for at least the next season, unless they really shock everybody, and then I'll sit here and eat my words. And again, with the Falcons, unless Lamar for some reason goes to the Falcons, and the Falcons want to make a move because they have the second most cap space. I really like the Jesse Bates and the Caden Ellis move as much as it sucks to say. And they bring in Mike Hughes. Like Atlanta, their defense might be in the top 10 conversation next year, and it's going to be a long time since we've said that. So Ravens and Bills, yes. The Ravens got to sign Lamar, though. And if D-Hop, which the more that I think about it, again, 10 years into the NFL, if he'll take a number 2 role, and it's not going to be out of the ordinary for Stephon Diggs to have 1,500 yards and DeAndre Hopkins to have 12 or 1,300. We saw the Dallas Cowboys, I think, have 3 wide receivers in CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, and Amari Cooper, all have 1,000-yard seasons. And that was with Dak Prescott. Now, he throws the ball all around the yard, but I think we would say that, I don't know, maybe some people wouldn't, but I would say that Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson are going to be better than, I can't even remember the name I just said, but I know I stand on that take. I hate my brain does that sometimes.